thinking. I'm thinking because, well, it's an interesting question, because I think that now when I dance nowadays, I'm not really free in a sense that I do whatever I want or whatever I can, because I'm much more interested in, let's say, conceptual dance. So it's a concept which brings me to move. And for me, really, free dance, it corresponds more to what I've done when I was very young, which is more like a practice or contact improvisation or improvisation. So to be really free to dance, for me, it's a bit more about real freedom of expression, of moving, like really doing whatever. But somehow for me, this is not about profession, but it's more about a pleasure, like a pure pleasure. You see what I mean? So as a professional dancer or choreographer, I cannot say that I am free to dance, because if we would be too free, it's not possible to create any choreographer. If choreography, if every dancer is totally free to do whatever he wants. But I think as a practice, that's very important. And also I think it's a lot about the freedom in the mind, mostly, like freedom in the way of thinking, creating, looking at things. And it's a mind which liberates the body. I think that's how it's connected, something like that for me. My performance is very, very, very written. There is not a single move which is not written. You see, it's really, really framed. Plus, it's very, very physical and very, very exhausting. It's about exhaustion. It's about actually giving myself the rules and following the rules. So, which is kind of opposite of freedom. But it also speaks about the symbol of the Swan Lake, of the ballet, which is also like so fixed, so framed, so graphic, so not free, so like classical ballet, so vertical. But in the same time, what is interesting is that this ballet is a symbol of the putsch, the fall of the USSR, and of the freedom which fell on the country in 90s, which we're really losing again today. So it's really this twist actually about finding the freedom inside the very, very strict limits, and how by passing through these limits, you actually find another level of freedom. This kind of thing, because somehow, for example, I accelerate a lot in the piece and I slow down a lot, but to extreme, you know, like I accelerate so much that it becomes like an improvised movement in some sense, because I cannot follow the moves I wanted to do anymore, or I slow down to extreme slowness, which becomes almost a stillness. And I find freedom in a way in passing through this task I give to myself.